Everybody smile. Everyone say story.
Story! Hi everyone.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming to the 2019-2020 Fall Book Fair. Now, I'm Emma and I'm the captain of the storytelling team. Tonight you all will be hearing 12 amazing stories, starting with yours truly. My story is called We Do Not Eat Our Classmates. Disclaimer, you will never be eaten by a T-Rex. They are extinct, I promise. Penelope Rex was nervous. It's not every day a little T-Rex starts her first day of school. What will my classmates be like? How many teeth will they have? This was very important. Penelope's mom bought her a new backpack with ponies on it. Ponies were Penelope's favorite because ponies are delicious. Penelope's dad packed her a lunch of 300 tuna fish sandwiches and 1 apple juice. When the big day finally came, Penelope was very surprised to see that all of her classmates were children. So she ate them all, because children are delicious. Penelope Rex, Miss Noodleman said, "We do not eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once." So she did. It was not the best way to start school, but still, Penelope was determined to have a good first day. She tried really hard to make friends at recess and finger painted some of her best work. She even saved Griffin Emery a seat at lunch. "You can sit here on my plate." But soon Penelope noticed everyone was making friends but her. It was lonely. When Penelope got home, her dad asked her how her first day was. "I didn't make any friends," Penelope cried. "None of the children wanted to play with me." "Penelope Rex," her father said, "did you eat your classmates?" "Well, maybe, sorta, a little bit." "You see, it's hard to make friends," her dad said, "especially if you eat them. You see, children are just the same as us on the inside, except, well, tastier." That gave Penelope a lot to think about. The next day, she tried really hard, but poor Penelope, she couldn't stop herself from eating her classmates. "Miss Noodleman, Penelope ate William Amato again." But then everyone was scared of her, except Walter. He was the goldfish. So Penelope tried to make friends with him. "Will you be my friend?" Then, chomp! Ouch, he's eating my finger! Once Penelope knew what it was like to be someone's snack, she lost her appetite for children. And soon she started to make friends. "Found you! Want some brownies? I helped make them." When the children looked especially delicious, she would peek at Walter, and Walter the fish would stare back and lick his lips, because dinosaurs are delicious. The end.
Hi, my name is Lily Westfall. I'm in 2nd grade, and I will be telling the story Lion and the Mouse. One long, hot afternoon, Lion was snoozing in the shade when pitter-patter, swish, swish, a little tail brushed on the tip of his nose. Achoo! Sneezed Lion. "How dare you disturb me?" He snarled at a terrifying mouse. "I'm so sorry," she squeaked. "I didn't mean to. I didn't realize." "Do you know what I do to those who wake me? I eat them up!" Lion roared. "Please don't eat me," begged Mouse. "Spare my life today, maybe one day I'll save yours." "Ha ha ha ha! You? What could you do to ever help me?" laughed Lion. "Run along, little mouse. I'm loving too much to eat you." So Mouse ran as fast as she could. The very next day, Lion walked straight into a hunter's trap. "Help!" He roared and he struggled, but the more he struggled, the tighter the trap became. "I'm stuck. I'll never get out," he realized. But heard his cries, and she rushed to his side. "Don't you worry," she squeaked. "I've come to save you." "What can you do to help me? You're much too small," sobbed Lion. But Mouse ignored him and set to work. She nibbled and gnawed all day and night. At last, as the sun rose, Lion was free once more. "You saved me," said Lion, holding Mouse gently in his paw. "I guess size doesn't matter after all." And the moral of the story is, little friends can be great friends. The end.
Hi, I'm Ian Mota.
And I'm Miss Mota.
We're in 5th grade.
And we will be telling the story of the very impatient caterpillar.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
We're gonna metamorphosize.
Meta what now?
Transform into a butterfly.
Right. I knew that. Wait, you're telling me I can become a butterfly?
Yeah.
With wings?
Yeah.
For real?
Yes.
Wait for me.
Now turn upside down on this branch.
Now what?
Build your chrysalis.
Chrysalis. Right. I knew that. What? How did you do that? Is there a spin on more of a twirl? Am I butterfly yet?
No.
Now what?
Just be patient and let nature take its course.
Patience. Right. I got this. Am I butterfly yet?
No.
How about now?
No.
Now?
No. Just be patient.
I have a question.
Not yet.
You don't even know what I was gonna ask.
Fine. Ask.
How's your day going? Also, am I a butterfly yet?
No. Just be patient.
Okay. Obviously, I know this, but do you know how long this takes?
2 weeks.
Right. 2 weeks. 2 weeks? What am I gonna be doing here for 2 weeks? Can I get a comic book or something? What if I want a snack? Hello? 2 pizzas, please. My address? A chrysalis. Click. Hello? How long am I waiting here? What if I need the bathroom? Anyone want to play a game? This is taking forever. That's it. I feel metamorphosized enough. Look out, world. Feast your eyes on this beautiful butterfly. How do I look? Transformed. How do you spread my wings and fly? Wait, where are my wings? Ooh, splat. Time for a new approach. Okay, you can do this. You can be patient. Oh, who am I kidding? You can't be patient. You are the little caterpillar that can. I am the little caterpillar that couldn't. You can't. Oh, get a grip, you can. I can't. You can. I can't. You can. I can't. You can. I can't. Can't. Okay, I can be patient. Patience is all in the mind. Be one with the chrysalis. In and out. Look, day 6. I'm doing it. Just be patient. Just be patient.
2 weeks later.
I did it! I'm a butterfly. You know, I do feel transformed. Starting out, I'm gonna be way more patient.
That's great.
Hey, where are y'all going?
We're migrating.
Right. Wait for me. Are we there yet?
Hello, everybody. I'm Madison. I'm in 6th grade, and today we'll be telling you the story, Dragons Eat Noodles on Tuesday. Oh, hello. I am Blue Monster. You guys want to hear a story?
Yes.
Okay, you're right. Once upon a time, the end! Not enough of a story for you? Fine. How about this? Once upon a time, there's this boy, and he gets eaten by a dragon. There. The end.
Come on.
Not enough of a story for you? Shisharoonie! Oh no, here comes Yellow Monster. I'm going to help you. How can you help me? Maybe the dragon doesn't eat the boy. Perhaps they go on cool adventures. Yeah, I definitely feel like the dragon should be eating someone. How about a story without a dragon? What would that be like? Okay, here we go. Boy finds toy, boy loses toy. Toy finds girl, girl loves toy. Boy gets new toy. That is fine. Fine. That's not fine. I feel like the dragon should definitely be eating somebody. Stories with dragons don't end well, but if you insist, I insist. Once upon a time, a cavalry knight came upon a hungry dragon. Please don't eat me, begged the knight. Sorry, pal, I skipped breakfast. When all hope seemed lost, the brave damsel appeared. Stop right there, you brute! Please call me Dennis. I don't care what they call you. Just put the knife down right now. Oh, but I'm hungry. Ta-da! Not only was the damsel brave, but she was also very smart. Dennis, everybody knows dragons eat noodles on Tuesday, and today's Tuesday. And so, oh no, I forgot. I am so embarrassed. Damsels rule! Mic drop! The end. Not the official end, though. That's just the many endings in here. Noodles? You gotta be kidding me. Be careful what you wish for. Hey, what's that? Oh, it's Dennis from the story. He looks hungry. He is! Don't worry, today's Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. And just to let you know, dragons eat monsters on Wednesday. Uh-oh, is that true? Yum, lunch. Whoop. The end. It smells like day-old noodles in here. Oh, be quiet. Here's a story, fine. Here's a story for you. How 2 guys escaped the belly of a dragon. Hey, I like it. The end, the official end.
Hi, my name's Camille. I'm in 8th grade, and I'll be telling the story, The Monkey Man. It was springtime in Japan, and the cherry trees were in blossom. Their branches were bowed down with foaming petals, and everyone rushed from their houses to see the beautiful pink and white flowers. It was a time of laughter and singing and happiness for everyone. except the monkey man. All through spring, he journeyed from village to village with his monkey, so it could perform to the jostling crowds. But no matter what he said, the monkey just sat there, unable to perform his tricks. At last, the monkey man returned home, dragging his monkey with him. "I want you to call for the butcher," he said to his wife. "Tell him to come tomorrow morning. This monkey's dancing days are over. He's too old to be of any use to us. I will sell him for meat, so at least I can make some money out of him." "Oh no," pleaded his wife. "Our monkey has served us all his life. Let him live out his old age in comfort and peace." "Quite," said the monkey man. "I have made up my mind." In the next door room, the monkey overheard every word. "Oh dear me, he thought. "I'm to be roasted and stewed, beaten then eaten. I'm too old to go and live in the wild now. What am I going to do?" And as he sat and thought, an idea came to him. "I have heard of an old boar who lives out in the forest. He's said to be very, very wise. Perhaps he can help me?" And the next moment he scampered out the door and into the forest. He soon came to a clearing where he found the boar sniffling and snuffling for roots to eat. With tears streaming down his face, the monkey told his woeful tale. "Oh, great master," he said, "you are said to be very, very wise. Can you help me in my time of trouble?" Flattered by the monkey's words, the boar decided to help him. "Your master has a child, does he not?" The monkey nodded. "I have seen the child on the porch. Tomorrow morning, when your master's wife lays her child down, I shall come rushing up to the house and run off with the child in my jaws." "Oh no," gasped the monkey. "Oh yes," said the boar. "And you shall come running after me and save the child. Then, when the butcher comes for you, neither your master nor his wife will want to part with you. You'll see." The monkey agreed to the plan, but that night he barely slept. He was so worried about his fate. As the first rooster crowed in the dawn, the monkey sprang up, just in time to see the boar appear, white tusks gleaming in the morning light. He scooped up the child and was gone. "Come back!" screamed the master's wife. She ran to wake her husband, but by the time he had stumbled to the door, the boar was no more than a brown blur in the distance, headed for the forested hills. Behind him came the monkey, swinging from tree to tree, then dropping to the ground and bounding along on all fours, as if his life depended on it. He soon returned with the child in his arms. As the monkey man's wife cradled her child to her, she said, "Didn't I tell you, husband? We should never get rid of our monkey. If he hadn't been here, we'd have lost our child forever." "For once, wife, you are right," said the monkey man. "When the butcher comes, you may send him away." And for the rest of his life, the monkey was petted and pampered to his heart's delight. The end.
Hi, I'm Peyton.
Hi, I'm Franklin.
I'm 5th grade.
I'm in second.
And today we will be telling you the story, I Will Eat Anything. Hi, I'm the wise praying mantis. And one day I saw a spider spin her web in my garden. "What do you plan to catch?" I asked.
It doesn't matter. I'll eat anything I catch in my web.
Then a pair of ladybugs came along and flew right through the spider's web without touching the strands.
My strands are too big. I'll make them smaller.
So she tore down her web and spun it again. But when the ladybugs came back, they got caught in her web.
And ate them. And I ate them. Yummy!
Now who eat the aphids so you don't eat the garden? There's too many for me. I can't eat them all.
I'll eat anything I catch in my web.
But the aphids didn't come too close to her web. Then a bumblebee came along. It was so strong, it broke the spider's web.
My web is too... My strands are too thin. I'll make them thicker.
So she tore down her web and spun it again. When the bumblebee came back, it got caught in her web.
And I ate it. Yummy!
Now who'll make honey and spread pollen so more flowers can grow?
Let the aphids do it.
But the aphids couldn't do it. Then an earthworm wiggled right under the spider's web.
My web is too high. I'll make it lower.
So she tore down her web and spun it again. When the earthworm came back, it got caught in her web. It was too big to eat all at once. So she wrapped it in a bundle of silk.
And I ate it just a bit at a time. Yummy!
Now we'll break down the soil so the water can get to the roots so the garden can grow.
Let the aphids do it.
But the aphids couldn't do it. So I went to the pond next door and invited the bullfrog over for dinner tonight. When the bullfrog came, it was so big and so heavy that it crashed right through the spider's web.
My web is too weak. I'll make it strong.
So she tore down her web and spun it again. But when the bullfrog came back, it got caught in her web and ate her. The end.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Charles and I am in 8th grade. And I will be telling the story of the Princess and the Pea. Once upon a time, there was a lonely prince. You will not be lonely if you got married, said the queen. But the prince didn't want to just marry anyone. I want to marry a princess. So the next day, he went to look for a princess. He saw beautiful girls. He saw girls who wore crowns. But they were not real princesses. So the prince was still lonely. He went back to the queen. He told her about the beautiful girls and the girls who wore crowns. He also told the queen that they were not real princesses. So the prince could still not find a princess to marry, and he was still lonely. That night, there was a big storm. There was thunder and lightning. Then it rained and rained and rained. In the middle of the night, there was a knock on the door. The prince opened the door, and there stood a girl. She wore a crown, and she was very beautiful, but she was very wet. I am a princess, she said. The prince liked the girl, but the queen said, I will see if she is a real princess. So the queen got some hard, dried peas. She made a bed for the princess. She got 20 quilts and 20 mattresses. So the queen said, this is your bed. The princess had never seen a bed with 20 quilts and 20 mattresses before. So the princess climbed into the bed. Good night, the princess said to the queen. The next morning, the queen went to visit the princess. Did you sleep well? Asked the queen. No, I was awake all night, said the princess. There was something hard in the bed. So the queen went to see the prince. She's a real princess, said the queen. She felt the pea under 20 mattresses and 20 quilts. Only a real princess could do that. So the prince went to the princess and asked, will you marry me, he asked. Yes, said the princess. So they got married, and the prince was never lonely again, and they lived happily ever after.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I'm in 5th grade, and I'm going to be telling the story of the pout-pout fish. Deep in the waters, where the fish hang out, lives a glum, gloomy swimmer with an ever-present pout. I'm a pout-pout fish with a pout-pout face, and I'll spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes a clam with a wide-winning grin, with a pearly device for a friend to take in. Hi, Mr. Fish, with your cross-town frown. Don't you think it's time to turn it upside down? Said the fish to his friend. Mr. Clam, nice thought, Miss Clam. I wish I could be more friendly, but it isn't up to me. Along comes a jellyfish. He floats through the ocean, his tentacles all trailing in a gentle locomotion. Hi, Mr. Fish, with your daily skelly scowl. I wish you wouldn't greet us with a grimace and a growl. Said the fish to his friend, Mr. Jelly, I agree. I wish I could be more friendly, but it isn't up to me. Along comes a fish in a silent silver shimmer. The gang has never seen before this bright and brilliant swimmer. She approaches Mr. Fish, but instead of saying hey, she plants a kiss upon his pout, and then she swims away. Mr. Fish is most astounded. Mr. Fish is most aghast. It's stone-faced, like a statue. Then he blinks and speaks at last. My friends, he said, I should have known it all along. I thought that I was pouty, but it turns out I was wrong. I'm a kiss-kiss fish with a kiss-kiss face, so I'll spread the cherries all over the place. Smooch, smooch, smooch. The end.
Hi, my name is Jared. I am at the 5th grade, and I'll be telling the story, the true story, of the 3 Little Pigs. Everybody knows the story of 3 Little Pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story, because nobody's ever heard my side of the story. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. It's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies, on sheep, on pigs. It's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But as I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The true story is but a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. Way back, and once upon a time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. So I decided to walk down to my neighbor's house. Now, this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't the brightest either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Could you believe it? Who in the right mind built a house out of straw? So of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I didn't just want to barge into someone else's house, so I called, little pig, are you in? No answer. I was about to go home without my cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. I huffed and I puffed and I sneezed a great sneeze. In the middle of the rubble of straw, there lay the first little pig, dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. I didn't just want to leave a perfect good ham dinner lying there in the straw. So I did the only thing there was to do. I ate it up. My cold was a little bit better, so I decided to go off to my next neighbor's house. Now, this neighbor was the first little pig's brother, and he was a little bit smarter, but not much. He built his house out of sticks. I rang the bell in the stick house. No answer. So I called, little pig, are you in? The second little pig said, go away, wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin. I had grabbed the doorknob when my nose started to itch. I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I puffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. When the dust settled, there lay the second little pig, dead as a doornail, wolf's honor. You know, food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second helping. My cold was feeling a little bit better. So I decided to go off to my final neighbor's house. He was the first and the second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He had built his house out of bricks. I knocked on the brick house. No answer. So I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? And do you know what that rude little porker answered? Go away, wolf. Don't come here again. He talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar in there, and he wouldn't give me one single cup for my dear old granny's birthday cake. What a pig! I was about to go home without that cup of sugar that I needed for my dear old granny's birthday cake when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. I huffed, and I puffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze. Then the third little pig said, and your old granny can sit on a pin. Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when someone talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. So, of course, when the cops pulled up, I was trying to break down this pig's door. And I was huffing and puffing and making a real scene. And the rest, they say, is history. The news reporters found out about the 2 other pigs I had for dinner, and they didn't think an old sick guy asking for a cup of sugar didn't sound too exciting enough. So they decided to jazz up the story and made me the big bad wolf. That's it. That's the story. I was framed. But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar? The end.
Hi, my name is Courtney Perkins, and these are my friends, and I'm in 7th grade. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. One windy afternoon, the little old lady left her cottage to go on a walk in the forest to collect herbs, spices, nuts, and seeds. The little old lady walked so long and so far that it started to get dark. The little old lady started to walk home, but on the path she stopped. She saw 2 big shoes that went, "Get out of my way, you 2 big shoes! I'm not afraid of you," said the little old lady. And she walked on, but behind her she could hear 2 big shoes go. A little farther on the path, the little old lady stumbled into a pair of pants, and the pants went, "Wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants! I'm not afraid of you," said the little old lady. And she walked on, but behind her she could hear 2 big shoes go. 1 pair of pants go. Wiggle, wiggle. And on she walked. A little farther on the path, the little old lady stumbled into a shirt, and the shirt went, "Shake, shake. Get out of my way, you silly shirt! I'm not afraid of you," said the little old lady. And she walked on, but behind her she heard 2 big shoes go. Plonk, plonk. 1 pair of pants go. Wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go. Shake, shake. The little old lady was starting to walk at quite a fast pace when she bumped into 2 white gloves and 1 tall black hat. And the 2 white gloves went, "Clap, clap." And the tall black hat went, "Nod, nod. Get out of my way, you 2 white gloves and you tall black hat. I'm not afraid of you," said the little old lady. And she walked on, but behind her she could hear 2 big shoes go. Plonk, plonk. 1 pair of pants go. Wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go. Shake, shake. 2 white gloves go. Clap, clap. 1 tall black hat go. Nod, nod. The little old lady was going quite a bit faster now, but then she was very near her cottage when she bumped into a very orange, very huge, very scary pumpkin head. And the pumpkin head went, The little old lady had no time to stop. She did not stop at all. She ran all the way to her cottage when she was safe, and she locked herself inside. But then there was a knock at the door. Should she answer it? Well, she wasn't afraid of anything.
We've come to scare you.
You can't scare me. I'm not afraid of anything.
Then what's become of us?
The pumpkin head suddenly started to look gloomy, but then the little old lady had an idea. She whispered into the pumpkin head's ear and closed the door and whistled her way on to sleep. Then in the morning, She opened her windows, and what do you think she saw? 2 big shoes go.
Pop, pop.
1 pair of pants go.
Wiggle, wiggle.
1 shirt go.
Shake, shake.
2 white gloves go.
Clap, clap.
1 tall black hat go.
Nod, nod.
1 pumpkin head go. To scare all the crows away. The end.
Alright, let's get all the storytellers up for one big group picture. How about some more applause for the whole group? Let's get some in front. Need people in front. Come on in, Tommy. Come on over.
Go sit next to Abby.
Here. Come on up. Come on up. Let's go a higher level. We have to be narrow. Come on in. Lily, move on in.
Lily, move next to Skylar.
Come on.
Jackie,
Camille, switch with
as long as
Jared.
the girls stay on each side of you.
Switch with Madison. Olivia, step down one.
Skylar, look up there.
Madison, step one down
Look at
one.
the big camera.
Okay, come on over. Is everyone here? Is there a storyteller that's not in the picture?
The twins, they're
Wait.
inquired. They're inquired though.
Oh, they had a.
Alright.
All right. Everybody smile. Everyone say story. Make sure we get pictures of everyone. Everyone got pictures? All right. Don't forget, Jungle Book tickets go on sale October 10th. Thank you very much. We'll see you then.